Imagine the raising of a nation from the ashes of war to become a thriving economic powerhouse. This is incredible, and this is the story of Vietnam. Vietnam's economic transformation is a testament of its remarkable growth and resilience. From a war-torn country, Vietnam has emerged as a Southeast Asia frontier market with some of the highest growth rate, averaging from 6 to 7% annually over the past decade. Its rising per capita income, which has more than tripled in the last 20 years, Vietnam is currently classified as a frontier market by MSCI. The government is determined to upgrade the country's status from a frontier market to an emerging market by 2025. This potential upgrade will create an influx of opportunities for new entrants and already established businesses in key sectors. Even during tough times like in the COVID-19 pandemic, Vietnam showed its strength. The countries act quickly and smartly, bouncing back faster than many others. In fact, Vietnam was one of the few countries to avoid a recession in 2023, with its economy growing by 5%. We'll take you on a journey through some of the key ingredients that make Vietnam such an economic Asian powerhouse. We'll share some of the top sectors that you can consider as an entrepreneur if you want to start doing business and surfing this booming economy. And we'll also go through a sneak peek into the exciting possibilities that await Vietnam in the coming years. Before we get into the topic of this video, we are Move to Asia, your strategic partner in Asia, helping businesses to start and leverage their actions in the country. We can help you to facilitate with market entry services such as finding right partners and suppliers from you, and on all the paperwork side to fully register and operate a business legally. We are basically acting as a one-stop shop to assist foreign entrants to start their business in Vietnam. Let's jump into it. So have you ever wondered how a country can grow up that fast? And Vietnam's secret actually lies into having a market-based approach. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. There are some key factors that are driving Vietnam growth. First, about macroeconomics. Vietnam's adoption of a market-based economic policies have been fundamental to its growth. The government transformed the largest companies, which were previously state-owned enterprises, into private companies. By reducing state intervention, the country has created a more dynamic and competitive economic environment. This has led to increased productivity, greater investment opportunities, and a more resilient economy. With a rising population exceeding 100 million, Vietnam's growing middle class is gaining more purchasing power, significantly boosting the country's consumer market. In megalopolis cities like Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, and Da Nang, we can assume that the rising high and middle classes have similar standards and expenses to those Westerners living in average European cities. Second criteria of Vietnam's growth is about exports and investment. Vietnam itself is marketing the country as a top destination for manufacturing purpose, exports and FDI. The country has developed a diverse export portfolio ranging from agricultural to textile, making it a crucial supplier in global supply chains. In 2023, despite the global economic challenges, Vietnam attracted an estimated 36 billion in foreign direct investment, showcasing its appeal to international businesses. Trade agreements between Vietnam and key markets such as the EU-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement, also called EVFTA, with Europe, and the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, also called CPTPP, with North America, create a favorable tariff environment to facilitate the distribution of made in Vietnam goods across the world. Third driven criteria for Vietnam's growth, it's about stability. Vietnam's stable political environment offers stable conditions and policies for businesses and individuals to invest in the country. Coupled with competitive labor costs, the ease of setting up a 100% foreign-owned company in most of the key sectors, and a strategic location in Asia near China, international companies are encouraged to establish manufacturing bases, sub-offices or distribution points in Vietnam, solidifying the country's position as a prime destination for foreign investment. Vietnam's journey involves shifting to a market economy, improving state-owned enterprises, investing in education and infrastructure, maintaining political stability and offering competitive wages, position it as a rising powerhouse. Finally, what's the future of Vietnam and how can you aim and visualize Vietnam in 10 to 15 years? And as we stand on the brink for a new era of Vietnam, the questions on everyone's mind is what lies ahead for Vietnam's economy. First, there will be probably continued growth with a young, dynamic and increasingly skilled workforce and a stable political and economic environment attracting foreign investment. The country is positioned for a continued expansion. The government's commitment to infrastructure development, particularly in transport and energy, is expected to further enhance connectivity and unlock new growth opportunities. Furthermore, Vietnam's economy is diversifying, moving beyond its traditional reliance on manufacturing, and the services sector, particularly IT, tourism, and finance, are rapidly expanding, contributing to a more balanced and resilient economy. Second idea for the future of Vietnam, it will embrace even more technology. With a focus on developing digital infrastructure and promoting innovation, Vietnam is positioned itself as a regional technology hub. The adoption of Industry 4.0 technologies such as artificial intelligence, autonomy and robotics is expected to revolutionize manufacturing and further boost productivity. This technological leap will not only enhance Vietnam's competitiveness, but will also create new opportunities for high-skilled jobs and drive sustainable growth. Third trait of the future of Vietnam is about sustainability. And as Vietnam continues to develop, it faces a challenge of balancing economic growth with environmental sustainability. The government has recognized this imperative and is actively pursuing policies to promote green growth. Investment in renewable energy, waste management, and sustainable agriculture are paving the way for a more eco-conscious future. Vietnam's commitment to the Paris Agreement and its ambitious target of reducing greenhouse gas emissions demonstrate its dedication to building a sustainable economy. Fourth milestone for the future of Vietnam is about its global integration. Vietnam is positioned as an alternative for a China Plus One strategy, meaning many enterprises are diversifying their procurement to Vietnam for risk and supply chain diversification. Its strategic location, coupled with a shift from low-value to high-tech manufacturing, should still make it as a natural gateway to the Asian region as a top country of choice for sourcing and export. Fifth milestone of Vietnam's future will be about its own challenges. Addressing issues such as infrastructure gap and environmental impact will be crucial to ensuring sustainable and inclusive growth. Additionally, the country will need to continue to invest in education and skill development to equip its workforce for the demand of a rapidly changing economy. The country's young and dynamic population, combined with its entrepreneurial spirit and enthusiasm to thrive, provides a strong foundation for overcoming obstacles, achieving long-term prosperity and attractiveness to investors. With its robust growth trajectory, Vietnam is well positioned to become a major economic player in the region and beyond. Although it will undoubtedly encounter new challenges, its track record of resilience, adaptability, and forward-thinking policies suggest that it will be well equipped to navigate the path ahead. So whether you are a new entrant and you would like to start a business from scratch, or you are already an established corporation, you would like to spread your product or services to Asia, so Vietnam is definitely your first door for Asia. If you want to get our insights about your product or services, get a first hint about what we think, how could be your journey leveraging in Asia, you find below in the description more detail about our products and services. We can give you some first hint about how to get started and open you our whole scope of services for market entry. If you enjoy the video, leave a thumbs up and I see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.
Down and I'ma get it right, get on sight like